I got an anonymous email from a teacher around there, and it turns out it's more than District 214. And I will not say this teacher's name because they'll probably, I don't know if they're allowed to get fired because they have tenure, but they were alerting us to what was happening in the state of Illinois. I said, Isabel, research this, as she's kind of our campus investigative correspondent. And by the way, if anyone's watching from the Chicagoland area or Illinois area, please email me, freedom@charliekirk.com, because your mind has got to get blown.
You guys are not going to believe what is going on in Illinois right now. Shocking that I have to say that. It's that bad, you guys. It's beyond your wildest belief.
I'm only like peripherally aware of this, so please go ahead.
So recently, the Illinois State Board of Education approved this new rule for statewide curriculum mandates called the Culturally Responsive Teaching and Leading Standards. And right now, it's pending before the Illinois General Assembly and will be voted on February 16th. To put into all curriculum for K through 12 schools in Illinois. But essentially, it's a new law that forces teachers to, in their words, embrace and encourage progressive viewpoints and perspectives. That's, fancy buzzwords, but what does that actually mean? Essentially, teachers are mandated by law to discuss current political controversies in class. They have to organize what they call action civics, which are field trips, student protests, lobbying expeditions on behalf of causes like gun control or the Green New Deal. They have to admit that there's unlimited numbers of genders and prioritize representation in the classroom.
This is in a state legislative bill.
And they're doing everything they can to bring this to the national level and essentially implement it as part of Common Core for all public schools nationwide. This is in addition to critical race theory, which is already a problem in Chicago.
Oh, it's terrible.
If you guys aren't familiar with the 1619 Project from the New York Times, that's among the most woke curriculum you could possibly imagine, but that's already been implemented to all Chicago public schools. So this is in addition to that reality.
This is statewide stuff, though.
And this would be statewide for the state of Illinois.
214, this would be in District 211. This would be all across the state of Illinois.
And you might ask, what happens if a teacher, a bold, brave teacher who's rational, says no? They get their teaching license taken away permanently. They have no opportunity to practice what they love.
So
they can't be in the classroom with students.
Current events.
Current political controversies, not just events, controversies, whatever that means, admitting that there's unlimited numbers of genders, prioritizing critical race theory, taking their kids to protest for gun control or lobby for things like the Green New Deal.
Children for a left-wing social justice.
And go above and beyond to mitigate their unearned privileges, like being white. Don't ask me how a teacher is supposed to mitigate the identities that they're born with necessarily, but that is legally mandated if you want to teach in the state of Illinois.